Hello guys, this is your boy D giving you my review of the new show on OWN titled Release. Basically, I love this concept, I love this series of Release. It's basically about life after prison. It shows, African Americans who have been in prison, now they're released, how they adjust to their surroundings after they've been out of jail and how their families adjust as well. Basically, it's a great concept. I love the show. Before I even go into the show, you know the drill, y'all. You gotta subscribe to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? It's a great channel. You will not be disappointed. Hit the bell, hit the notification bell so you can see when my videos get posted up. Of course, like, comment, and share my videos. Now I got that out of the way. Let's talk about the show, y'all. All right. Basically, we have the first inmate is Kevin. Basically, he is out of St. Quentin prison, and he is greeted by family. By the way, he's 48 years old, and he was in prison for. Sorry, y'all, I gotta look at my notes here. I think he was in prison for theft, petty theft, and he got in a scuffle with the security guard. Basically, and he did previous robbery. So, so he's been in prison for almost 25 years, I believe. Anyway, he's greeted by his family. We find his sisters, his cousins, and they're all greeting him, hugging him up. They're glad to see him. Of course, they're crying because they see their nephew, their cousin, their brother out the prison jail, out the system, right? He's so happy, and basically they were trying to get him to take a picture, a selfie, and because he's in jail so long, he don't even know how to do this, selfie. Because you remember, because when you were in jail, y'all, you basically you're left behind. Technology, everything moves forward, but you can't even see it because you locked up. You're in your own little world in the prison, basically doing a life in prison, just basically following orders, and you're not really caught on. So it's like he's not only out of jail, he's in a brand new world, a brand new system, a brand new life. He has to get adjusted and readjusted to the whole thing. There's many Kevins like that. In fact, so I'm a little hoarse today, y'all, but we're gonna push it through. I said we're gonna push it through, y'all. Anyway, his family has to kind of get him back into society. His sister was saying just take the picture and just talk, because he didn't even realize that he could talk on the phone. He could use speaker. So imagine, he probably was in jail in the 1990s. We have phones with speaker in the 2000s or whatever. You could do selfies, you could talk on your phone, you could text, you could be on Facebook, all those things that, we take for granted that we could do those things, y'all. But he can't even, he's so messed, because the choices he's made, he's just he's just behind. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's just I don't know. So he's a shock. Even on restaurants, you go to the restaurant, there's another, I'm going to be out of order, just bear with me. He even went to the restaurant. And he wanted bacon, and he wanted waffles with bacon, and that sounds good right now. I want some bacon right now. With some waffles, but anyway, ain't about me, y'all. I digress, y'all. He wanted some bacon, and he wanted some eggs or whatever, and the waiter was he's shocked. You hear him in P saying that this is the first time he actually had real food, because in jail you usually have, apple, banana, nothing really, no gourmet stuff in jail. Unless you're a celebrity. You probably have gourmet food like Lil Wayne, big time celebrities. If you're just a regular Joe, you're not gonna have that gourmet stuff. You know what I mean? All right. Then we find a little more about Kevin, that he was in 2006 he became an ordained pastor. He gave his life to Christ, which is always a good thing. He got saved for the Lord, so he's definitely he's helping helping other people who are in the same situation, not to go back, or who are in the same situation, that you could go through it. That God will give you the strength to go through it. That you could be a blessing to somebody else. You know what I mean? All right. So, and then we realized he has kids. He basically hasn't been in his life for so long, so of course his kids are probably going to be grown, and they don't know what's going on. So he wants to basically undo the damage, try to be a good father, try to have some type of relationship with them. You don't know if they're going to reciprocate, because they might feel like, hey, you can't give me nothing now because I'm already past that. You already lost your chance. So we'll definitely go see more of that in the season. Then we got the second inmate, Jermaine. I think he's 46 years old. Most of these people are in their 40s. And he's in prison for 19 years. He was in prison because he had a domestic bout with his wife, and he had killed, I think he attempted to murder somebody, one of his friends, so he's in jail. And we found out his daughter, Asia, who's a nurse, I think, who's an RN nurse, who had witnessed the whole thing, basically. She has seen the whole thing, and basically wants nothing to do with him. Say basically it's like, you know what? I don't need him. I can move on. I can do it bad by myself. She definitely can move on and not really, ain't really don't need him no more. So she's not really. She obviously has some kind of resentment issue towards that. So, but on the contrast, we see Darius, her half brother, who basically wants to have something to do with his father. He basically decided there was a scene where he called his sister Asia, saying, "Hey, you see Daddy come out of prison," and Asia was like, "Yeah, I gotta go work." She really wasn't feeling it. She wasn't excited. She wasn't wanting to do it. She said, "Well, whatever, get there." Basically, she was like, he basically was like, he can go out in jail for all he cares. I ain't coming. Basically, if he dies today, I ain't gonna show up. That's basically the body language we got out of Asia. And we got the same thing out of, let's see, what else? And Darius has a son. I guess he wants his son to be part of his father's life. So he wants his Jermaine to see his son. And the brother doesn't know what really happened with Asia, so obviously he don't really see the situation. So he only knows, I guess he probably wasn't born yet, or was he in another state, or he was just, I don't know. We'll see what happens if he really does know how he really feels towards his father now, and whether he wants to have his son see his dad. So we shall see. We shall see, y'all. We shall see. Then, and then the scene, then you at Darius, and then I think Darius' family is waiting outside the prison, and Jermaine comes and sees them, and they embrace, they hug, and it was a great scene. Whatever. Basically, it was a great scene, y'all. It was a great scene. Then what else? I have missed. And then there was another scene, basically where then we got the third inmate, Kay. She's 61 years old, and she's out of prison. She's basically doing medication frauds, selling illegal medications. She was taking drugs, and we found out that she has a son named Cinnamon, who suffers from Down syndrome. So you find out she's out of prison, and she's embraced by family. But this one is a little bit special because you have Rachel, her sister, who took care of Cinnamon, took care of her son, because she was out of prison, so she had to basically raise K's son for 6 years. Right, so for 6 years she raised her son, taking care of him and what have you. And basically, Kay said something really cute, say something important like, "Why are we celebrating her getting out of jail? She been in and out of jail 5 times." So obviously, she hasn't now learned the lesson the first time she been out of jail. And it's like, why we celebrate bad behavior? You obviously haven't gotten, you would be in jail the first time, you would have thought you had learned the first time, but obviously the other 4 times you did not get it. So she tells she's frustrated because it's like, you want your family to do better, but it's like, come on, get it together. All these choices. The reason you're in jail because of your choices. It's just like, life is hard, but you gotta make better choices or what have you. And it's not even just about you now. You have a son. You gotta think about your son. It's not even just about what Kay wants or what Kay needs. You have a son to take care of right now. So, so right there. So that was that. And Kay's kind of like not really sure what to believe of. Rich is not sure of, why she's decided. It's like she says, "Yeah, I know that she changed, but I still see you as the old Kay." And that's a good point because sometimes you could be out of prison and people still see you as the old person, which is understandable because you just been in prison. You haven't given them any time to see the new person yet. So you have to give them time to trust you, and it takes by making changes, long-lasting changes, not just changes from one day to the next. You gotta make changes that really gonna make an impact. So, and then we jump back to another scene with Kevin at the airport. I guess he's going to go to Oakland or whatever. I don't know. Basically, he went to the airport and he had some ID. And one of the TSC guys stops him. He basically get the supervisor. He's scared because now he feels like he might go back to jail. The fear's coming up. But basically the supervisor came that says, "Hey, okay, everything's good, go on in." And then there was another scene where he wanted to get some candy bar or whatever. And he don't got a candy bar. He knows because he don't know any new candy bars because, again, even snacks. Again, snacks, you might say, well, snacks, what's the big deal? Snacks. Everything's innovation. Everything's going up. It's like new chips with blue cheese, chips with sriracha, chips with whatever, candy bar with whatever you could think of. Growing up, he only knew what M&M's and Reese's Pieces. That's all he knew. He don't know the newer versions. So he's like, I only gonna stick to what I know. And it's sad that that's all he knows. He would have to take time to adjust. So that was good. And basically the next scene, I'm just going to finish Jermaine's story real quick. Jermaine's scene, he moves into his brother's house or whatever. I don't remember. He moves to his brother's house. He decided he gets to sit down. He's happy. They even brought a picture of him playing football. He saw his son. He's embracing him, and he's happy. Whatever. And he basically wants to have a relationship with his daughter, and he wants to, just like Kevin, he wants to make things right. So basically, that's the end of Jermaine's story, right? Now, Kay, on the other hand, basically, basically trying to do things right. It says, "I love my sister, but we have a problem with them how to raise Simon, her son." We found out Rachel said, Simon was with me. He was overweight, and I was trying to keep him healthy, because we seen him do it. I guess they had some kind of church function, whatever. And Simon wants macaroni and cheese, he wanted good stuff, rice, and Rachel was like, "That's too much food." What they did is, his soda, and she doesn't treat him as a Down syndrome. He treats him like another person. As Kate kind of babies him or whatever and gives him whatever he wants, and Richard doesn't like that because it's gonna make him obese, and he had him down to a size that's good. So that's obviously will be some clashes, and I think you'll see some clashes of those. And that is pretty much the. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it of the episode. Again, I enjoy this episode. I love this episode. I think it's the best episode. In fact, I'm going to continue to review this series, y'all. And if you have not watched the episode, you need to watch. It comes on Saturdays at OWN. And DirecTV, my DirecTV is on 145. I don't know what's your channel, if it's on cable or whatever. Just check your local listings. It comes on Saturdays at 10 o'clock on the OWN network. Again, y'all, you should watch the series. It's a great series. Before I go, again, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment on my videos, and share my videos. Share it. Any social media platform. Just share it. Anyway, y'all, this is your boy D. I'm out. Holla.